Hello everybody, Kevin here, Brick Building Biker. So today I think we will take a little tour of my Lego area, my basement so to speak, and kind of what I've got going on here and what projects I've got on the go and stuff I've completed and kind of how I'm going to do things or how I'm going to change things, because I haven't fully decided yet in my one room if I kind of want to leave it that way or if I'm going to try to do something different. So always changing, always trying to find more real estate and stuff like that. Now I don't have a ton of stuff. I've got a fair amount of stuff, but like you've seen in most of my other videos, I sold a ton of stuff. I had a lot of sets. I had all of the older modulars. I had absolutely everything, and I went through a time where I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't really have anybody that I was close to or, associated to that also did that. So, I mean, it lost its luster. I would build stuff and I'd be all proud of it, and then I'd have nobody to show or, something like that. So that's changed, of course, over the past, while. I've got friends that are very much into this stuff. I've got, of course, the YouTube channel, which I can show. And I mean, I always like hearing from all you guys and seeing what you're like, talking to you guys about what you're building or seeing that I helped out with something, that's cool to me. So it makes it worthwhile. It makes it worth kind of doing all this stuff. And I've gotten really heavy back into it. So I'm, like you see in some of the other videos, I'm currently like rebuying all some of these old sets that I absolutely miss. I'm trying to acquire stuff that I absolutely love. I'm trying to work right now. There's a guy that has one of the old fishing stores or whatever. I really want that set like bad. That's probably one of my all-time favorite sets just to look at. I never owned it before, but he's willing to trade for my Ninjago Gardens, and that's a trade I'll make, because Ninjago Gardens is it's okay, but that house, I want that thing bad. So we'll see in the future if I can make this trade with this guy. So anyhow, I'm going to start the tour. I'm going to flip the camera around, and we're going to take a little walk around the room and kind of just talk about everything that I'm working on in this room and then in my build room. All right, it all kind of starts right here. You walk down my stairs. I have, of course, my my Joker, Jack Nicholson. Love this piece. That was right out of the movie theaters from '89 Batman, so that's cool. I like that. The other thing I like is these stupid Mad figures. Of course, I wanted them, so I bought them. It's kind of my thing. So it starts right here. I have this dresser. This dresser has in the top drawers, this is filled with base plates and such. You can see that. Totally full of base plates. I keep manuals in these guys, and they're getting out of hand. Like, the manuals are taking over, and they weigh a ton. And this is just an IKEA piece, so I'm waiting for it just to fall apart. But that's what I have in here. This is how I did my Sith arts and all that sort of stuff. I put the dots in there, and then I can pick them out one by one, so it's nice to have them separated. But this is where this guy lives right now. This is the set that I put together. So my smash up, the Ninjago City Gardens and the Lantern set. The other thing I do is whenever I buy something, I'll set it on this bench. Before I can put it into my overflow or to my backlog, I will actually leave it there until I get it put into my computer. And then and then it can go into my backlog, or I build it right away or what have you. So there's that. All right, there's the Batwing. So again, this graphic was done at my shop and then installed by one of the fellows that works in our shop. And I did lights behind it and that sort of stuff. I think that's in another video. So I love that wall. And then underneath that wall, in this area here, there's a cabinet down here that I'm going to fill it with base plates, and that's going to be a minifigure. That whole section down there will be just minifigures all the way across. Marvel, Sith art, two of my faves. And then it starts kind of on this side of the basement beside the couch. I've got just half billies. Excuse me. Just half billies. And there's sets, like some of this stuff, like I would never collect this stuff here, but I've got it in bulk lots that I bought. So stuff I put together from there, and then just kind of out here is just kind of stuff that is whatever. Not near and dear, I guess, but I like, and I look at it when I'm watching hockey out here or whatever. I can always take a look around and see what's going on. Of course, we have the Ghostbusters, a couple of those guys there, Mickey, Minnie, and that sort of stuff. These shelves will get organized a little bit better. I'm going to clean that up quite a bit. Then we'll have, on this shelf over here, we'll have some Star Wars stuff. And this is all just display shelf. So this will all change as I pick up more of the creator cars and stuff like that. This stuff will shuffle over. Speed Champs will find a different home. There is my my most prized possession. So that is really what got me back into Lego with my daughter. This little combine here. She wanted to build something Lego, and this was on the shelf at one of the stores I frequent. And so we picked it up, we brought it home, and that's kind of what started the snowball all over again. Flintstones, Hedwig. There's my other half of Barracuda Bay. I started building a restaurant out of it. I had that kind of in the city. And then, yeah, more Star Wars. Star Wars is actually, like that's my favorite, kind of where it's at, the stuff I really enjoy building. But Star Wars and modulars. There's the spaceship that my mother had bought me years ago before she passed, and that's also one of my top sets, of course. I love looking at that thing. That's why it's out here, because I spend a lot of time out here watching hockey or whatever's on, sort of thing. Nintendo, Hulkbuster. And this is the way that it's going. So this is Battle of Hoth. Obviously, I'm going to do some lighting in here, and I got to do backdrop and stuff like that. But you can see, put a little bit of detail in there. But that's kind of what I want to do, is build full scenes where you can kind of see what's going on and build it up my way. I don't care if it's not 100% accurate or whatever it is. It's mine. I'll build it the way I want to build it. So that's kind of how I do it, right? It's what you want to do with it and how far you want to take it. When I show you the next one, don't lose your marbles. I know there's a Mando in there, but it's all good. I put him there because I was moving stuff around. So here's the cantina. And again, with this, I'll build it up. I'll do a backdrop in the back section. I'll do lighting in here that I'll actually show you the lighting working in another section that I'm working on, because I just haven't got around to doing all of the lighting in every section. But I'll build some. I bought some of these huts back here. Those are just the Obi-Wan huts or whatever. And I'll do a few of those, and I can do them up the side and just build a vendor market, and then fill all the rest of this in with, detail on the sand and what have you, and do that up a little bit better. This shelf I call big and small. You got a big one, you got a small one. You got a big one, you got a small one. Same idea. So just kind of a whole bunch of the sets I absolutely love and whatever. And there's a few of the Technic ones I built. The one on the left, I don't know why we're losing focus there. The one on the left, let's see if I can get that back in. That's weird. This one here is a different one. So that didn't come with the Technic set, but these two did. So these are the two that I've got built so far. I've got actually 3 built. There's another one we'll see in a minute. Death Star I haven't built yet. Don't know why I have it out here. Figured out yesterday I have 2 of those books. I don't know why. I just have them. But yeah. And then up here we've got, of course, my Star Destroyer. So, saying to Jordan the other day, I don't know why, I can't explain it, but for some reason I want to build another one of these. It was a fun build to me. I really enjoyed this build, putting it together and what have you, and I think it'd be cool to have another one sitting up kind of in the back section, up in the behind it or whatever, but a big one. I love the way they look. And then I just put this shelf up here. This is just one of the IKEA bookshelves or whatever, and I just put some bricks back there so you can see all the minifigs, and I just put all the extra minifigs in there. Eventually I'll get them all with their sets, but that'll be in due time. And then I'm going to also light this guy up. I'm going to do all the lighting in the back of this and do it up. So then we have this guy here. One of my favorite sets for sure. And so you can see I built the floor up. I did it out of the black tile. I built the side. We got a few stormtroopers there. We are going to fill that up with stormtroopers. And then what I did in the roof is you can see the paneling. And I think it's this button. Where's this button? Oh, neither of them are working. There it is. So you can see the lighting. All right. And that's kind of the same strip lighting that's going to go into all of the shelves where it's darker to brighten it up. And I might dull it down. There's ways you can dull it down a little bit. I can change the voltage on it. So that might happen. And then from here, we are going to check out right below. All right, from here we go down a shelf and we've got some Batman stuff. So we got the 89 Batmobile, we have the tumbler, some of the minifigs, and I'll build all that up. I've got a whole bunch of minifigs put away that I haven't just got around to doing. But I'm going to build this into a garage, so it's almost going to be like the Batman's garage or something like that. I'm going to have the figs go around the outside, and then I'm going to have probably a red light or a kind of cool light in there, or a dark blue or something. Underneath that, we have some Technic stuff. So 911 RSR, the Chiron, and the Cyan, the 3 Technic cars that I really enjoyed building those. I don't know, I'm starting to get a little bit of a burn for the Technic stuff. I like the way it looks. I like the way it goes together. It looks sharp. And then down here, we've got, of course, the big Volvo truck, and there's one of the excavators out of the bulk lot I picked up. Of course, in a little mini truck. And then I'm going to build that up. I got the brown brick started over here, but we're going to build all this up. I'm going to do some scenery around the side. We're going to do a whole bunch of trees, and then it'll be a dirt path this guy's coming in on, the truck. And this is going to get built up. I was going to actually pick up one of the IKEA cabinets and set this guy up, raise him up, and then set that on top, and then surround it with the brown brick and have the tracks coming up like it came up a hill or it's digging the side of the hill out. So another one of the projects that I've got on the go. And then to finish off this room, of course, we have the coffee table. This is something that I put together. There's a video on that if you need all the specs and that sort of stuff. But definitely one of my prized possessions. And this is going to get a little bit of a makeover as well, because we're going to be putting lights into this guy soon. I want to build a few more of these Technic sets, and then I think we're going to get around to lighting that guy up and just have it as a lit up display when it's sitting there. And of course we'll do the back end where it's the blue light in the back side here. We'll get all that and it'll look fancy. So that's one of them. And then the next one I've just started building is this guy here. I don't know if you can see him too good, but of course it's going to be the trench run. So I got 2 of the TIE fighters to the back side. I got a buddy that I'm going to buy the Darth Vader's TIE fighter off of for the back end. And of course we got Red 5 there. So we'll build this up. I'll do some sides on it. I'm actually going to illuminate this guy up in the corner because this is smoked glass on the top of this. So I think if I illuminate with some LED strip around the edges of this guy, it'll actually glow this really good to where it'll brighten up really good so you can see inside this. I picked this coffee table up off of our local classifieds or Kijiji for like, I don't know, it was ridiculous. $40 or something like that. So, oh, there's Bo Davern. I did that too. So that's in my other coffee table that's in here. So I've been working on that. I got to build that hanger scene up as well. So as you can see, like I said, a few projects on the go and, well, always something. So we're going to step into the room now. And this is what we got. So here's where I do my building. I've got parts up there. I've got parts over there. And then, yeah, I have my table. And then when I'm watching streams or whatever, I'll usually watch a stream or I'll listen to somebody or just listen to music even while I'm building. And yeah, it gives me lots of space and lots to work with. A buddy do this up for me for Christmas, which is really nice. Yeah, and that's my arrow. That's a very important part to me. I love that piece. One of my friends that passed away, it was something I bought for her and I got it back. And yeah, Aiden got me that, so that's super cool. And then, of course, stuff I like to look at. I like to look up and see, again, why I'm buying them. I don't know, but I'm buying them. They're cool. So, parts. Oh, there's Diagon Alley's living over here. So the idea was I was going to do a whole section up here, but I've got to change, either get rid of those parts or find find a new solution. And that's kind of what we'll talk about in a minute once we're done the tour here. I got some of the up top there, the free with purchase sets. I just don't open. I use a few of them. Like I put that guy in front of the diner, which is cool. That being said, I'm going to actually plug this in. So a lot of my things is I like lighting up buildings. I like taking that extra step of detail. So I'm going to try to do this without electrocuting myself here. There we go. I don't have this on a switch yet. So there's the diner lit up. You see the recording studio up top. And so I got to put some minifigs inside there and stuff. And I'm going to light up all of these buildings. And again, I will do a strip light that runs across the top there to show it off. The old train. It's a nice little piece. I don't run my trains, so they're very much just a static thing. The Lego store, which I'm going to change, I'm going to update that and make it totally different. And then Jordan and I went to Calgary to pick that one up. So detective's office. And then yeah, just the street. So again, with this, I can detail the heck out of this. I'll do up the sides. Just with some like blue sky or whatever. I'm going to build some trees up this way or whatever we do. And then I'll have a backdrop to the back end, of course, with the lights. Then I can detail up that section really good without having it in one massive section. Do I miss having a full city? Yeah, kinda. Parts of me do, like the train part of it does, but it is what it is. I like this too. Okay, the Bat Cave, which I just currently moved. So it did have before all black walls in there, but I think what I'm going to do, I have an idea for, I'm going to hang rock, just like kind of the cave sort of thing, and I'm going to do dark gray walls and that stuff, and then I have to light up that, which you can't see too good right now, but it's like a bat suit area, so there's like, I don't know, 15 different Batmans in there, like their suits. Of course, because Batman's right there, he's coming down the stairs, and then he'll drop down here into the cave, and finish all this up. So yeah, a lot more detail to come on this guy. I got to do the Batwing. It actually sits in this piece back here, which is super neat. I got to pick that up yet in due time. And then finish up the back walls and what have you. Then I've got this guy over here, which is the Barracuda Bay, and I thought, wow, it makes a great shipwreck, so I've got to finish that up. I had a really big display of that before. And I got to figure out how I'm going to do that, because these tiles here, they're not actually Lego sand tiles, because the Lego sand tiles are ridiculously expensive. So those are just I think they came from Walmart, and they're big, and I thought, whatever, it's not a big deal, because I'm going to cover it with Lego plating anyway, because I'm going to give it texture all the place. So didn't really care what was going underneath. So chuck that in there for now, and yeah, we'll see how it looks. And then I'm going to do the sides in blue, because it's just going to be like it's underwater. And then I have my divers and stuff that I'll put in there. So we'll get to that. This guy just lives down here because, man, he is huge. And nowhere else to put him. So he lives there for now. And then we'll try to find something a little more permanent in a while. Ugh. Yeah. This stuff. Technic. And this stuff. The nice thing with it is you get really, really good at finding out that they have only a few pieces, and you get pretty quick at rummaging through the stuff and finding what you need. But yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot going on here, and each bin has a bin underneath. Oof. So lots and parts and pieces here to finish up a big pile of manuals that I got left to do. Started doing this one the other day. So Disney Castle, and of course the haunted house and the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel decided to totally fall apart on me, and yeah, so I had to fix that. And I gave it a different base to make it fit in here a little bit better. So I'm going to end up tiling all the floors just like this. It'll be concrete. I'm going to do a fountain thing in the middle, and I'm just going to do a scene kind of as is. You see what's going on here, and I might be able to do another drop ride or something in the background where it's some kind of other ride. So we'll see what this comes of, or what comes of this. And then, yeah, like I said, I don't have a huge table to do that on, so I think I'm going to leave that in a section, or that might change. We'll see. Just some sets that I've got kicking around. And of course I repurchased that one because it's one I got rid of and I shouldn't have. So just have them sitting right there for now until I can figure out where they're going to go or what kind of scenes they're going to turn into, or if they turn into coffee table scenes, like just under that little glass, because I have another coffee table, or 2 coffee tables that I can do that with actually. So then we've got these guys right here, and I really like this set. This is one that of course I waited till it was out of store, and then I was rebuying it. Oh, one more thing down there. I'll do something with that too. So that'll be built into a set. This whole area will. I just got a whole bunch of my camera stuff down there right now, and then storage in the corner right here for big boxes. And then I have, let's see if I can back up a little bit here and give you kind of a full overview of that. So it's just like an L or whatever. We have some of the sets and some of the city stuff going on there. I elevated the train track so I can have the train coming through over top of the brick building biker garage there. But yeah, modular sets down to Sesame Street. All of that stuff's going to change because I am going to pick up another Sesame Street and do it up. And I want to build that as a solid building, so I have some ideas for that, of course, in time. Just some of the sets I like. Of course, the Mystery Machine, the Ghostbusters HQ. Love that set. One of my favorites. I will light that set up, and when I do that, I'm going to do all the ghosts separately so that they glow big time. Oh, I just found that. I was looking for that the other day. So I put this Spider-Man here because he's going to swing down on the Charger here in Venom. But I need this guy. Yoink. I just need this rod. I needed it for him. I'm going to put him in a different spot. Can't have 2 Spideys in the city, so I'll do that later. Here is my Avengers Mock. So built that all up. It lights up too. Of course, I just don't have power over here yet. I want to change it around because I put this other A on the side, but this is the A I like. So I got to find a different home for it, so that's the side I can see all the time. It's probably going to go to the end here and have a front street up there. That way nothing brushes the table as you walk through the door over there. And then of course the Quickie Mart and the Haunted House and Medieval Blacksmiths, police station, that sort of stuff. So this, I had all the fairground stuff up in this section. I just pulled all that the other day to throw it up there. So yeah, this is going to totally change. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to throw my desk over there and move all this stuff over to this side, and then I can change my pack systems around in here because I have a header piece that's up here that kind of, it doesn't allow the packs, which is much taller, to fit under it. So I could chop it down or whatever, but I don't want to. So, and then I'm going to add some lighting to this. I got to, of course, as you get older, the lights get darker. I don't know what it is. But that's kind of where the changes may come into play. And then I have a little bit more real estate up this whole side for more city. I can make a wider, like almost a table and a half wide, coming up this way, and have a bigger city kind of running up straight. And if I really wanted to, I could have the train run around in a loop, which is cool because, yeah, I do like the train stuff when it's running. It's kind of a neat feature, but just to have the big city, this whole area, this used to not be a room. This whole area used to be all city in this big L shape, and it was pretty good. It just, it got to be, like I said, too much maintenance, and I didn't have enough people to share it with, so it was kind of, it lost its luster for me, and I wish it never did because this thing's awesome. Lots going on inside these guys. I really enjoy building these things. So yeah, and then we got to do this guy up too. So eventually, I'm really excited about doing that. I really, really, really want to get that done. So that's kind of a tour of just the little basement area and what I've got on the go right now. Like I said, it's not huge, it's not gibungous, but it's kind of, oh, dude, that switch. I found it. It is what it is. It's my rebuild sort of thing of everything going on, and yeah, I'm having fun with it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Definitely going to have more content and more stuff coming up, and eventually we'll maybe get into some live streaming. Not very much, because again, like I said before, this isn't a full-time gig for me. It's just fun, and if you guys are enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. We'll carry on with everything that's happening and take you on my travels of all the places I go, and that's what I think I might do next weekend, is just take you to some other places that I know have Lego, and I there's one place I used to frequent quite a bit, and I'm thinking about heading back there and just saying, hey, what's up? And but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, if you like what you guys saw, please like, subscribe, comment, let me know what's going on. Let me know if there's something you want to see, or if you like something in here, you want to talk about something, the tables, whatever it may be. I try to answer everything I can. But yeah, please like, subscribe, and hey, we'll talk to you guys soon.